फलस्तीन इसराइल का चौथा दिन कॉन्फ्लिक्ट का जारी है। हमारे साथ नादिर अल तुर्क मौजूद हैं, डेप्यूटी हेड ऑफ मिशन एम्बेसी ऑफ द स्टेट ऑफ पैलेस्टाइन। मिस्टर नादिर, थैंक यू वेरी मच इंडीड फॉर जॉइनिंग अस। व्हाट इज द ग्राउंड सिचुएशन राइट नाउ इन Gaza? Please enlighten our viewers.
Assalamu alaikum. Thanks a lot for giving me the opportunity to speak to our brother and sister Pakistani people through your honorable channel. Actually, Gaza is still under attack since 3 days. Right now we have about 770 shaheed, more than 4,000 people injured. Israelis try to get revenge to their lose in this battle 3 days before, because the Israelis for the first time in their conflict with the Palestinian getting a huge number of lose. They're getting about more than 1,000 Israelis, army, soldiers, settlers killed by Palestinian freedom fighters. More than 3,000 of Israelis are soldiers and settlers getting injured. So according to that, Israel making Gaza right now under collective punishment by block the supply of water, electricity, gas, fuel, food, even the medical equipment. It is not allowed to reach to Gaza right now, which means more than 4,000 Asian people, their life are under danger right now by this collective punishment created by Israelis. The latest news that the Egyptian requesting Israelis to allow supply from Egyptian borders to Gaza people there. The Israelis warn Egyptian government that if you send any trucks to supply anything to Palestinians, they will attack it by aircraft and damage it. This is the situation right now in Gaza. We hope so. This is going to be finished and end soon by the end of the occupation and end of the Israelis' criminal attacks, criminal crime against the humanity, against our people in Gaza.
Mr. Nadir, as you rightfully pointed out, Israel has blocked all aid. Gaza is under siege. Border with Egypt is now essentially also blocked. Refugee camps are also being bombed. How will Gazans survive this siege?
I will mention one thing in that issue for survivor. We are survivors. This is not the first battle Gaza faced. This is maybe the sixth attack against Gaza since 2008 until now. Gaza people are a survivors. They can manage under crisis, but not for a long time. Mr. Netanyahu, Prime Minister of Israeli people, requesting the Gaza people to leave their homes to be secure and survive from this attack against Gaza. The answer of that Gaza people, they will leave their homes in Gaza only to one way. Only by Israelis open their own borders, activate Resolution 194, which is giving the right of return for the Palestinian refugees, because about 80% of Gaza people are refugees, lose their houses, their properties in 1948. So the only way to them to go and leave Gaza only by activate their right of return to their own home and houses inside the historical land of Palestine, which is named right now Israel.
Mr. Nadir, I do believe your own family is in Gaza as well as we speak. Your home too has been bombed. My deepest condolences, sir. How many women and children remain vulnerable right now over there?
We speak about more than 2 million Palestinian people living in Gaza, only in 360 kilometers. 360 kilometers, not all of it allowed to build houses there. About 60% to 70% are farms, and for security of Israeli security reasons, the people not allowed to build anything on the borders. So we speak about 40% of the 360 kilometers, the people live there. More than 2 million Palestinian people live there. The lost, actually, we speak about 770 shaheed, about 4,000 injured in Palestinian people in Gaza. Most of them are children and ladies, which mean clearly that the Israelis not attacking armed group or Palestinian fighters. They actually attack only civilians, innocent civilian, by damaging the houses over their heads. That's why there is a huge number of injured people.
So there's 50% children and there's 50% people living under poverty. I interviewed the UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres back in 2020, Mr. Nadir, and he said, and I quote, UN position has not changed and we remain committed to two states living side by side with the borders based on the borders of 1967. But essentially, do you not find the United Nations helpless and redundant today?
We have more than 800 resolutions from General Assembly of United Nations, more than 85 resolutions from the Security Council of United Nations. Sadly, the Israelis turn their back to these resolutions. On the other hand, Israel became a membership of United Nations after they accepting resolution number 273, which is accept the membership of Israel in the United Nations with two conditions. They need to obey and facilitate the 181 resolution, which is the first time we speak about two states on the historical land of Palestine. 56% for the Israel, 43% for Palestinian, 1% going to be international areas, which is include Jerusalem, East and West Jerusalem, with Bethlehem, which includes the holy places for Muslim and Christian there, to become under the international control. This was 181 resolution. And the other resolution was need to be obeyed by Israel to become a membership, joining the membership of United Nations, is obey 194 resolution, was giving the right of return for the Palestinian refugees, which they lose their houses and their villages and transfer by force from their land to be refugees around the world, include Gaza and West Bank, to facilitate their return to their own homes and houses there. This was the responsibility of Israel to become a member in United Nations. Actually, they deny all these rights, deny and turn their back for all these resolutions, and according to that, until now, they are refusing the two-state solution, refusing the establishing of Palestinian state, even with the 22% of Palestine, which is to speak about West Bank, Gaza Strip, with Jerusalem as it is capital. Israelis only believe in power because they feel that they are superpower, so they are feel, and the silence of the international society make them feel more stronger that they are above the law, above the international resolution, above the human rights principle, above all humans being as a unique and elite. This feeling need to be end soon, once forever.